Hey, Freedom Family, I'm glad you're here at _Freedom for Life _ where we give you the tools, the truth, and the knowledge to take you from where you're at to where you're called and created to be. And I'm so ready for today's conversation because today we could very literally give you the one definition for failure that will propel you to the success that you've been wanting in your life. So let's get started, shall we? And as we're getting started, could you do me a favor? Could you become part of the family and subscribe? And don't forget to do this also, because we're family, I want you to hit that notification bell so you're a part of every single conversation that we have. So here's a question for you. If you're like anybody else in the world, and like myself included, you've had these things that you've been great at or good at or achieved, right? You've had successes in your life, those things that you've accomplished. You wanted to do it and you did it and you were happy that you did. But there's these other things, right? The times when we wanted to do something, when we reached out, when we tried for it, when we entered in, when we did the things that we were supposed to do, but it didn't turn out right. It didn't turn out in the way we wanted it to. It wasn't the accomplishment that we desired. Do you know that there's a word for that? When you try something and you don't succeed, when you try for that activity and you don't succeed at it, you don't get the grade, you don't win the race, you don't accomplish the task, you don't get the date, you don't do whatever the thing is that you were trying to do. There's actually a word for it, and that word is failure. And here's the interesting thing. The challenge, the problem, the issue in our lives isn't the word failure. It's the definition we give the word. Because in defining failure in the way that we do, it can stop us from having the life, the success, the things that we desire to have. So here's the question for you. Failure, is it an opportunity for you to learn, or is it a reason to quit? Here's the truth of the matter. Everybody fails sometime within their life. There's a saying, you know the saying as well as I do. Show me somebody who's never failed at anything, and I'll show you somebody that's never tried anything. The truth of the matter, failure is a byproduct of the life that we live and the activities that we try. The truth of the matter is, failure is a byproduct of dreaming big and daring greatly. It doesn't mean anything except that there is more for you to learn. It doesn't mean that failures are the only thing that you're going to have, but what it does mean is that failure is a product of the process of being great. The truth of the matter is, if you're not ready to fail, you're not ready to succeed. And so in that, the definition you give it gives you the ability to use it to catapult yourself forward or hold yourself back. To be a barrier and a wall to stop you from the things that you would have tried and may have succeeded at if you would have reached for it, versus using it as the way to learn the things that you need to do, change, pivot, grow, so that you can move into the things that you've already been created for. There's a story that they say about Thomas Edison, that a reporter came up to him one time and he said, "Hey, how did you continue to be motivated when you failed at creating a light bulb over 90 times? His response to the reporter was this: "I didn't fail 90 times. I learned 90 ways how not to create a light bulb." You can create a definition for failure that is appropriate and proper, and it is this. It's an opportunity for me to learn the things that I shouldn't do so that I know next time the things that I will do. In learning from failure, we give ourselves the ability to succeed. Until we're willing to do that, we won't try anything. By all means, change your approach, modify your direction, pick a new game plan, just don't give up. The only thing that can stop you is your unwillingness to try again. And here's the truth of the matter. You already have it on your inside, the ability to succeed. You're smart enough, you're strong enough, you're willing enough, you're intelligent enough, you have enough fortitude and hard work on the inside of you. There are many givens on the inside of you that are already the foundation for your success. The one thing that may be holding you back is giving yourself an appropriate definition of failure. And that definition is this: failure is simply me being able to learn the things I need to do to refine the process so that I can succeed at what I desire to. You don't need to have all the answers. Perfection is not the goal. Success is. And success happens to those who are willing to try longer, harder, more often than those who won't. Your success is in your hand, and it really comes down to your ability to create a definition of failure that gives you the ability and the permission to move forward towards success. Change your definition, and you change your life. Failure is what you say it is, and it has the impact that you allow it to. Use failure as a motivation to learn the lessons so that you can move into success, and you will have the life that you're created for. Have failure be, by definition, the wall, the barrier that stops you from the life that you're created for, and you'll miss out on so much that you were supposed to have in your life. Don't allow one misstep, one mistake, one issue, one challenge that you couldn't overcome in the moment to stop you from the life that you're created for. Gold is refined in fire. Allow the fire of failure to launch you towards the success that you are meant to have in your life. You have it on the inside. Learn the lessons, discard the rest, and move forward in the ways that you're supposed to so that you become the person that you were created to be. And if you want to know a step-by-step method, let me know. DM me in Facebook or Instagram, because we have a step-by-step method called Life Mastery. You know what the name is, but it is a method to get you from where you're at to where you're called and created to be, to not just overcome failures, but to actually increase your successes, to build momentum on those things that you are designed to do so that you can have that life that you're created for. We have a program for you. Reach out to me and we'll see if it makes sense for you and I to partner in that effort. But at the end of the day, do this for me, man. Go after the things that you desire. Do not be stopped by momentary failures so that you can have the lifelong success. My name is Mark. I'm glad you're here at _freedom for life _ where we give you the tools, the truth, and the knowledge to take you from where you're at to where you're called and created to be. Give me a comment. Let me know that something that we're saying here resonates with you, or a conversation that you want to have. Let somebody you know who maybe has given up on that dream hear this teaching so that they can use the redefinition of failure for their success. And do me a favor, dominate your day.